Hey everyone, welcome back to another recap podcast from SNXweave, where we give quick weekly recaps of news and important updates from the previous week from the Spartan Council and core contributors, as well as discuss what the Grants Council and ambassadors are up to, so let's get started. In case you missed it, the V3 Spot Market Alpha was announced publicly last week with a blog post written by Noah. Quality assurance is still in progress on Optimism, but was paused during the Bedrock update, and there is currently some TVL, so the new ETH synth is tradable. And speaking of the Bedrock update, transaction costs have dropped significantly since it went live. This was a primary objective of the release, and Optimism has confirmed that the change is permanent. The majority of dev resources have now been directed towards Perps v3 at this point, and cross-chain plans are also currently being discussed. Mainly timelines and what chains v3 will be available on. Perps v3 is actually very close to being code complete in the next week. It will go through rigorous testing over the next couple of weeks and hopefully will be an audit by the beginning of July, after the auditors finish their review of the legacy market. At the moment, the CC's goal for the testnet competition is near the end of summer. During the Spartan Council meeting last week, Daniel also brought up his previous request for a cross-DAO sync. Caleb suggested that it be initiated by the Spartan Council versus the CCs, and Daniel agreed to take on the responsibility and get it scheduled. More to come here. And for a quick inflation update, inflation is essentially fixed at this point. The staking ratio is currently around 70%, which is consistent with the historical average. Next, there were two SIP presentations last week, both presented by Artichoke, so let's briefly discuss them. The first was SIP 2017, to stop the Legacy Volume Partner Rewards. This SIP proposes stopping L1 Volume Partner Rewards and redistributing the 10,000 SNX monthly rewards to stakers. The Synthetics DAO currently distributes 10,000 SNX tokens pro rata per month to all L1 spot partners, and this SIP would essentially end that. Artichoke explained that the program doesn't seem to be having a huge impact on volume, and there may be more effective ways to distribute those tokens. There's also currently a separate volume source fee incentive that more efficiently incentivizes integrations by sharing an uncapped percentage of transaction fee revenue. The consensus was to end these programs and address incentive gaps in V3 in different SIPs. Before the SIP was put to a vote, Caleb asked that it be specified whether the 10,000 SNX would be directed towards stakers or if it would reduce inflation. This SIP was approved with 7 votes in favor and has been implemented. The next presentation was SIP 2019 to stop the curve 10,000 SNX inflation rewards. This SIP proposes stopping the weekly distribution of 10,000 SNX tokens to curve LPs and instead distribute them to stakers directly. The Synthetics DAO currently distributes 10,000 SNX tokens per week from inflation to curve LPs. Artichoke explained that this distribution is not materially impacting liquidity, and the tokens may be more efficiently distributed to stakers. This SIP was also approved with 7 votes in favor and has since been implemented. And that's it for today's updates. Be sure to check out our weekly recap blog post, share this podcast link, and let us know what you think and what you'd like to hear more about from SNXweave. Thanks for listening.